Yo, 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 what's up, YouTube? Hold up, I'm sharing the link out. What's up, Jack? What's up, Sandollar? And Taylor and David, how's everyone doing? Good morning, Chuck. It looks like about the first hour has just been buyers from the open, which, fair enough, we did open pretty low. The overnight fib, if you go from previous day close to today's open, we've already well surpassed that, pushed beyond previous day low as well. And now we're smacking previous day close as well as the full extension of that gap. So right here is really anybody's battle. You can look for lower highs, as I just explained in the Discord chat. You can look for some lower highs, and if you see this pop up, very high probability we're coming back down. A break of previous day low can be a better outside confirmation for more pullback. Also on the other end of that, for bulls, if we get any kind of push or higher lows over previous day close, there's a very good chance we want to go smack the previous day highs. So also keeping that in mind. But these are the two scenarios in front of us now that we've reached the previous day close and gotten above pretty good levels now. But yeah, that's the game plan for now. Good stuff, Jack. Good luck, man, at the training. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, Fitz, and you as well. All right, guys, right now we are battling previous day close. Good morning, Wheats. How you doing, man? Good morning, VC. Good to see you as well. Damn, nice, Jack. Sounds like you got your business started up right. Looks like SPY is pushing that previous day close a little bit, so a little bit of caution for any short sellers right now. If we do get a close over this, this does kind of close the probability up a little bit for buyers, meaning we should get some buyer moves above this towards 518, 519 area. If, of course, this close, if we can get some better followed up, not just a breakout, but also higher lows. And what I mean by that is, you know, pulling back and just seeing us hold the recent highs that are made, whether it's, you know, this high, wherever this is made, whether it's this dip that holds the recent high, doesn't matter. But just something to show us that there is a progressing uptrend for this chart. Good morning, Elisa. Good to see you. Jacko said new all-time high incoming, in my opinion, by the way. Yeah, we shall see. We shall see. I know for a fact we are at a pretty weird spot on the daily. And if we go to the default chart here. But we're holding the 515 to the cent, which is kind of wild. This is an area I've been pretty adamant about in the in our reviews. I'm just typing about how we're trying to hold 515. I don't think on the light work chart doesn't have much. We'll go to this one. I also wanted to see one more chart on the smaller time frame, the zones chart. This is a chart I was pretty crazy about, and just basically threw a bunch of zones on a chart between 500 and 520 because I wanted to show that my zones are pretty strong regardless of how much time goes by. And look at today's low. I mean, that's just wild. Now, they didn't jack shit for yesterday's levels though. Maybe add this one here. Add that. Maybe yesterday's open would be pretty cool. And that's about it. Oh, and previous day close. And that could be your SPY levels if you want to keep it like super basic. I can see why some people might have gone short here, but not here. I don't know if anybody got trapped this morning. I didn't trade this first hour, so I have no idea. You guys might have done nothing for all I know. Just might have chilled, but I know for a fact, just looking back at the price action, that this came back down under the previous day low and was a pretty good short. I won't lie, it looks like a pretty good entry. Even got a good potential rejection here, but followed up by the very next candle with buyers, so I'm sure a lot of people got stuck in that candle. That was a decent setup, just not much though, you know, it's just like, it's like a first touch. Need a little bit more than that. This is a 2-day, 5-minute, I need to zoom out so much. Alright, so right now we're kind of just looking to see price action hold over 517.20. If so, buyers are still in control. Should be a good sign for continuation. Looks like XLK is doing really good today. It's the largest sector in SPY. Healthcare, not really. They're actually negative right now. This is the second largest sector in SPY, but it looks like they're trying to hold 142, which on the daily looks like it's the next area above. Yeah, okay. So yeah, it looks like they're trying to hold 142, and maybe that can be our directional level for that chart for today. Banks, they're just kind of flat. Discretionary, which this is your Tesla, Amazon, McDonald's, Nike, Home Depot sector. And yes, they are down, but they're doing very well from today's open. Trying to work back up. So they're still down, but they're trying. Wow, look at comms. Same story, except they're actually green again. There's a massive recovery by comm sector this morning. kind of interested to see where this is going to go, though. It's a pretty sharp uptrend, I won't lie. I think a lot of people are thinking the same thing right now. Which is probably why it will go all the way up a little bit more. Because people aren't going to believe that it can. The gap up doji sandwich is pretty strong. Let's see what y'all said here. Wanna Be Spy was what a clean sheet. Netflix is a monster since Monday. Oh yeah, Netflix has kind of been killing it, hasn't it? Been destroying it, honestly. Apple's trying to hold higher lows above 181.70s. That could be a good sign for buyers short term. Of course, they are under current day open, as well as a really nice level here at 182.35, which I believe are way bigger time frame levels. I don't think those levels are daily emerging. I think I have those set on what's it called still? Monthly emerging. Nvidia, a little bit of a slowdown against high of day right now. Also have a lower high on Google. Berk B looks like they're trying to move up even more. Damn, FedEx finally did it. Holy. Took its sweet time. And it didn't even really flush through much. It just went down to 256. That's crazy. That's one we've been tracking in here a lot. Honestly, most of these tickers I've been tracking a lot. Nike, I'm just kind of chilling on that one, but I love the range that it's in. I love that it's building base like that. Moderna actually, you know, wildly enough, actually looks like it's gonna launch off of these 117s or whatever, and head to whatever's next. I don't even know what's above this right here. I don't think I have it effectively charted yet. What's this? 133, 138. Yeah, whatever this is. 131, 135. Yeah, I'll probably go to the 130s if it ends up holding this retest, which I know Alexis in here, he likes watching this one. So I know he's probably excited about watching Moderna more. What's up, Tobias? How you doing? Yes, I can see the messages. And the stream started late today. So I decided to start an hour later. Right now we're watching a bit of a retest of the previous day close from above. Holy crap, dude, you gotta mow the yard at 10 o'clock? Oh, I guess not that early. This isn't even my house, this is the dude next door. What was I gonna say? Oh, if the pullback that is trying to hold above the previous day close does hold, this is bullish. If it ends up breaking 517.20, that isn't necessarily bearish, but it isn't bullish anymore. It definitely causes a little bit more concern to see if that next level below or the next higher low, which is the same thing, the higher low is right here, the next level is right here. So we'd be looking to see if that level holds, but really we're not really focused on that one. We're kind of focused on this one and this one. This is just an in-between level that just happens to be in between them, so we can't ignore it, but it's not something I'm going to try to trade off of. We can get other info to combine off of a level there. That's great. But we're not going to just trade strictly off that level. Alright, let's see. Does this retest hold? SPX. Oh yeah, I can pull it up. It's gonna look the same, but yeah, I'll pull it up. You can mark today's open, by the way. I don't think I marked it on my SPY chart. You can mark that though. So lately, honestly, I've been adding it as a dotted line, just to kind of remind myself that it's probably the most temporary level here, but also an amazing level to start trading off of. These guys are crazy, man. Every time I try to talk, they're like right next to my window. Trading through new broker feels weird, but slippage is less, and I never could access individual American options, just the indexes through CBO. Oh, what broker you got? Which broker are you with now? Lynx? I've never heard of it. Pretty cool though, you can do all that now. Good for you, Tobias. I know you'll take advantage. It's Webull through Europe? Oh, okay. What's up, Carter? How you doing? Right now we're looking to see if this higher low potentially holds above previous day close. If so, more buyers are probably cleared to step in towards today's highs. If a slowdown does occur and we break previous day close, I mean, that does bring a little bit of cause for concern for bull's trend, but at the same time, it isn't the end of the world. They still have the 517, 516.50 level to worry about. And of course, like I said, if you want to add today's open and then make it like a dotted line, you can, just so you know there's a temporary today's open there. Not like it matters now, we're like $2 above it now. But still good to go through the right routine and add the right levels. Commissions are too damn high. You need to take some trades and then call and shout at them. Yeah, probably trade on them for a little while, a few months. I'd go like half a year and then call them and be like, alright man, lower my quotes. This is crazy. Been better, brother. Sick and taking L's a lot, trying to reset myself a bit. Oh, you're sick? Damn. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully it's nothing serious. But I hope you recover quick, Carter. Being sick sucks, honestly. I think the worst thing about being sick is that feeling of fatigue where you just feel like you can't do anything. You just feel like you're just super weak. Head to toe. That sucks, honestly. And with the L's, give yourself a little bit of a break. Give yourself a day or two reset or something. I really wouldn't jump into more trades if I was on a losing streak. I would give myself a little bit of a breather in between. Kind of like when we run around the track. You know, I always like to compare it to that because it really is like that. Like going and running around a track or going and jogging to exercise. You know, you're not going to run straight for, well, unless you're just a beast, but you're not going to run straight for 3 hours, you know. You're going to be really exhausted. Your sides are going to be hurting. You're going to be very thirsty. Gotta breathe a little bit. That's exactly what we have to do in between our trades. I see a lot of you guys trying to show up in here and trade. I'm not saying this is what you're doing, Carter, but just I do see a lot of you guys in here coming into here like it's a usual routine to try and take a trade every single day, but it's not normal. Remember, guys, I've told you many times before, it is not normal to trade every single day. If that is your norm, then that's not really a good sign. It's going to cause a lot of exhaustion. You're going to have a lot of these days where you're sitting here going, damn, like, I feel like I'm doing the right thing, but I'm just tired and don't care. That can lead into it as well. I'm sure being sick also doesn't help you out, Carter, because I know when I'm sick, I don't make the same decisions. I feel like I'm a completely different person. Because like in a trade, you're gonna definitely think you're unstoppable. And let's not blame it on the sickness, but just thinking about everything that's going on with you. That sucks though. He said, "Wow, are you in my head?" I just know, man, because I've taken losses before. I talk with a ton of people who take losses. I know this stuff. It's about overcoming it now. King Carnage says, "Never fear, I am here." Thank you, man. I can stop the shaking. The involuntary shaking of my hand. I was actually scared. Yesterday was my first red day in a while. Stupid mistakes. Stupid King Carnage. Stupid, stupid, stupid. No, it's good though that you reviewed. And I like that you call them stupid mistakes, because they definitely are when we're reflecting and reviewing afterwards. But in the moment, man, it's hard to tell that stuff. But that's why we review. So in the moment, in the future, hopefully, after looking at so many of our reviews and gaining all that experience, hopefully over time we'll start to see it a little bit more in real time. Like, oh hey, wait, this is dumb. I'm gonna stop myself, or just adjusting your plan, you know, accordingly or whatever. But it's a time thing. Gotta give yourself some time. Gotta get those reps. Kind of weird advice, but it's all about getting that stability back on track. Oh, he said the reason why it's so stupid is because I knew it was dumb in the moment, but got greedy. Ah. See, but that's a good review. It's an honest, open review. You've reflected. You're never, or you might do it again, but you're not going to do it as much again because you know how painful it was. You'll remember that pain. You'll remember the dumb mistake aspect of it. At least your body will. As soon as you go to try to do the same thing again, you're going to be like, wait a minute, I've done this before. This hurt. I don't want to do this again. Welcome to everybody who's joining the Discord call for profit. Garden Trader, JJ, Kid, Shaq, Tobias, good to see you all. Already welcomed all the other amazing people in here. He said Discord sound is so nice, it triggers all 9 speakers in my headphone. Bueller is my conscious now. What's up, Timmy? How you doing, man? Alexis said Leland must be waking up. Spy is slowing down. I told y'all, man, he's the high of day. He is the catalyst every day. Alright, well, we broke previous day close. Like I said, though, this isn't really the end of the road for the Bulls. They still have a lot of levels underneath in which they can try to hold as support as a higher low. You guys seen the normal trend this morning has been a single candle retest, a short-term retest, another short-term retest. So this is the largest pullback you've seen today. It just isn't really going anywhere still. So we're going to see, does it hold this recent high? And if it does, then the trend change hasn't really occurred yet. We're still just in a nice uptrend. And yeah, make sure to share the stream link around if you're on YouTube. I'm sure a lot of people are very confused. We started like an hour later today, but it's whatever. We had the Sunday stream. We had the Monday stream. We skipped yesterday. We're having a Wednesday stream. We'll have a Thursday stream, and we'll probably have a Friday stream. Because why not? Prediction: we are either pumping or dumping here soon. We'll update. He's 100% accurate. Alright, let's see what happens next. Of course, if you guys have anything else on watch, feel free to share it or update it. I'll also post IWM levels, so I'll randomly update this here and there. So for context, that's why. It's because I share levels. But this also experienced a very large gap down this morning, battling the 204s kind of. I say kind of because it's not really exactly 204, but it's just under it. And kind of just, it's the, not yesterday, but the 2 day ago open and higher low. I just kind of left them on that chart because it was nicely spaced out, so I said why not. And that seems to be what we're battling right now. So kind of a median of the chart right now, I guess. Triple Qs I've not been as active on, so I can't really say the same. What is the news today? I gotta reread Eric's post. Oh, we have the 10-year today. Okay. That is in 2 hours, or a little under 2 hours. And then we have a Fed speaker at 12:30 my time. Right? Yeah, 12:30 my time. Is there any cool earnings happening today? Before open, there was Uber, Shopify, Budweiser, Ambev, for anybody who likes that one. After hours today, we have ARM, ARM, Airbnb, sorry. ET, Energy Transfers today, nice. That's one of the coolest energy companies ever. And I don't think I marked it this morning. But where is the PMH and PML? Oh, we hit it. High of day is PMH, okay. Alright, so that's easy to remember. High of day and low of day right now are basically our pre-market range. Okay. It's just nice to check that every now and then. Might go to the 10-minute for a little bit. Damn, D-Touch and Daffy are getting it. I heard my time. B said my time. I'm gonna sit over there for now. They are testing our in-between. I believe this is an emerging candle from... what was the date I typed yesterday? It was like 312 or something. I literally just typed it in TradeFlow yesterday because somebody asked what level is this. It's an emerging candle. Oh, 312. Oh, we got it right on the dot. March 12th. We're on it today. Where the buyers at? Now, this is where you want to see buyers pop up at if you're someone looking for a more passive retest, because this is where the last higher low was made. For anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about this area. The last time we made a push up and then held a retest that ended up holding a level. That was the last time. Now, this is the first one that's broken through a level and had to test another to hold. So, largest pullback of the day. But still not really taking out much, still holding really good levels. So we're going to look to see, does the emerging candle hold, does our previous day low hold. Prefer to see this area hold if you're a bull right now, because this is where the last higher low was made. If this breaks, then you really are depending on not just the previous day low, but also a little bit of where that higher low is. So a little bit more information needs to be drawn there, if that even happens. Right now we are getting a breakdown. Let's go see what other sectors are also pulling back, because this, again, is just a big pie chart for all of these sectors. So what are those sectors telling us? Well, tech is coming down. Healthcare has been coming back down. Hasn't broken its significant level of 142, but it's right above it. It looks like they need to try to hold previous day close on the XLK chart. If buyers, I keep saying they, buyers are who I'm talking about, then that can help them on that chart. If not, though, we're just going to keep pulling back. Banks seem to be wicking, but their important levels 41, 10, and then today's low of day. 177.60 is pretty important on discretionary. They are also at a potential part of their chart where they could form a higher low for bulls. If not, and we end up breaking lower, probably going to see a flush. And comms are just holding well, really well, honestly. They're just above previous day close and previous day highs. They're still just kind of hanging around where they jumped up to today for their high. SPY did smack a little bit under that just now. Looks like they're trying to form a hammer towards the middle of this candle. Again, this is a 5-minute candlestick, so we gotta wait a little bit. Got another 2 minutes. You gave your broker more money. Sandollar said, Tobias, brother, your advice/input is much appreciated here stateside. Oh, yeah, that's right, because Sandollar and Trade4 just said he was looking for a European broker, so that might have actually helped him. Nice. Good stuff. I see Kevo got out of his quick little scalp. Nice. Just typing in chat, previous day low and the recent higher low are trying to hold. If broken, expect more flush, but this is bullish as long as this holds the recent higher low. All short term. Just calling out intraday information. Intraday is 2-day. So in short, for anybody not really paying attention, I like this for bulls as long as this level holds. I do not like this for... What the hell was that? I do not like this for bulls if this level breaks, but not by itself. I don't want to just see that level break. I need to also see the previous day low break. But it would be a good initial sign. So, very important level that we're seeing right now. Could even call it the decider. And it's not really SPY's fault, as you guys have just seen. We went through the sectors and we saw majority of the sectors were all pulling back, except maybe comms. We saw tech reacting to a very important area. We saw healthcare reacting to a very important area. So we saw a majority of major sectors pulling back at the same time. So it makes sense. Now let's see if they all keep pulling back, or are they going to hold? Uh-oh, comms are slowing down a little bit more. That's your Netflix, Meta, and Google sector. You hear a chopper outside my place? Yeah, you could say that. I dislike the fact that this broker puts the condition price in the contract every time I open a position. It's red. So there's like early on slippage. That's crazy. Honestly, I wouldn't even let that bother me. Don't even pay attention to it. Just get to your trade and focus on the trade itself. Not the don't actually look at it or stare at the position. But that is very annoying. Oh, Daffy brought up the dollar chart. Good looks. He's looking at the, what time frame is this? The 15-minute, and he sees a potential lead test as long as the dollar stays under 105.56, which would be bullish pressure for the equity market. Remember what I always say, guys. I don't like to say that the dollar is a perfect opposite of the market, because it isn't. But it does apply pressure to the equity market, which is what we all like to look at. SPY, all the individual stocks we look at, these are equities. So anytime the dollar goes down, it brings good potential bullish pressure for equities. It's not always going to go up every time the dollar goes down. It's not going to go down every time the dollar goes up. But they definitely do react to each other and apply pressure to one another. It's just money. Are these guys still outside? Oh, he found a fake Bueller. I was like, why is he tagging me? Let me... Oh, you already did it. Never mind. Let me research. Let me research to see if there's another Bueller in here. Doesn't look like it. Sometimes you also gotta type my name wrong. I type my name wrong on purpose to find a fake Bueller. Like sometimes I like to put, you know how it's spelled B-U-E-L-L-E-R? Sometimes I'll type B-E-U-L-L-E-R just to be smart. Just to get through the system and look like, because if you quickly look at it, you still read it as Bueller sometimes. Which is stupid, but yeah, I don't see any more. You got the last one. I've also noticed a new trend with them too, and this is why I have a moderator in my chat who has no roles on a backup account, because they block me. We have people who will join my chat, they will block me, they will add everybody in my chat. I can't even see that because they blocked me. And then they'll send messages in chat, which again, I can't see because they blocked me. So weird that you're even able to do that. Discord is so weird. It's okay though. No one in our chat's dumb enough to get caught by one of those scams. Everybody always reports them off the rip instantly, so. Plus, I'm never gonna reach out to you and be like, hey man, how's your account balance? You wanna like withdraw it and send me it? Like every cent? If you ever like have a fake Bueller approach your DMs asking you these things, it's probably not me. I'm not gonna be in your DMs asking for your bank details or your crypto addresses, even though we haven't even talked about crypto here. Honestly, if there's a fake Bueller talking to you about crypto, that should be a red flag off the rip, because you guys know I don't even touch crypto. Tobias said, but those 9 bitcoins I sent you, they are fine, right? Yep, they're totally fine. I got them in my cold wallet. There is a pretty cool documentary on Netflix that y'all should watch that is about crypto, but it talks about how one of the crypto guys that had all their money basically died with the cold wallet. Like a cold wallet is an offline storage system So basically, only you have access to it. Nobody can hack it. But it's pretty crazy because you could die with all of that, and then nobody has access to what could be millions and millions and millions of dollars. But yeah, definitely got to check that documentary out on Netflix if you haven't. Even if you're not that deep into crypto, it is kind of interesting just from a trading point of view. I thought it was pretty interesting. I don't remember the name of it, but let's go find it. I don't want to just say go watch it. I'm gonna go look for it. Crypto docu-series on Netflix. Oh, here, yeah, Trust No One: The Hunt for the Crypto King. It's been on there for a while now, but that one was pretty good. Y'all should definitely watch that. Trust No One: The Hunt for the Crypto King. What's up, Mel? How you doing? Wait, I gotta read this one. I entered where the trend line is because with a quadruple inside bar breakout on the 5-minute, I plan to sell close to previous day low. I see. Had to step out, missed my line. You're good, Mel. How are you feeling today, Mel? Not just for trading, just overall. How's your mental feel? You're okay, but you're tired from overworking, trading, and life. It is a lot. And feel free, Mel, to seriously go take a break at any time. Like, you don't need to be here every single day. You know, we know your presence, man. We know your passion. But you also got to care about yourself a little bit, too. It's good to be hungry and passionate and super energetic. But at the same time, it's really nice to have those in between days, or just, you know, those weekends that hit, you just don't think about anything. And then when it finally rolls back around, you jumping back into your usual routine that you're always in. It just feels a little bit more refreshing because, again, you got to take that little bit of a break, that little bit of a breather. Good morning, BB and everyone. Good morning, Rollout. How you doing, man? Or I guess I shouldn't call you man. Good morning. Every time I do that, it's like we're like switching it up. And take the holiday. The reason for trading is to chill. It's not a job where you have to be there all the time. Preach, Tobias, preach. Tobias knows he's in this stuff. I'm not a financial advisor. Tobias, though, he's pretty close to one. And there's no shame in it. There's no shame in taking a break or giving yourself a breather. I'm not saying walk away for a month. That's not what I'm saying at all. But there's no shame in getting a breather. He said, I am a financial advisor for degenerates. We all talk funny in the asylum. Good insights for sure. SPX will short under previous day low. Good looks, good looks. Where's the volume? Yeah. I am a dude doing well with life, trading Ishi. Did any of you guys get to go back and check out the Sunday stream yet? I know a lot of you guys didn't have a chance to be there live because, of course, it was Sunday. Everybody's chilling. But definitely a cool session. I want to try to do more of those in the future. Wasn't super long, but it was definitely quality. It was a lot of talking. A lot of talking and typing. Actually, I think that had more views than my Monday stream. Never mind. Maybe more of you did see it. Try to keep it short and sweet. Therefore, the replayability wasn't totally impossible. Hey B, can you revisit the analogy that we trade in the futures and things? Hard to do when you get some W's early in the game, then take a bunch of L's. 100%, yeah, because it puts you in the wrong mindset. Like you're in the mindset of like, oh, okay, this is what this should feel like, and then you take your first couple L's in a row, and you're like, wait, what's going on? And then you kind of lose sight of everything you were going for. And that's why in here we talk about structure and stability so much, the routine, because you're gonna get hit. And there's going to be moments where you don't think you're going to get back up. And that's why we talk about the things we talk about in here, the routine, because it's nice to have something to fall back on, you know, not just in terms of like no shit, you're going to be down money. Like that's kind of like a given. But routine wise, you need to have something to fall back on that's going to be there for you always, no matter what, you know. And what is that? That's going back, reviewing, going back to the levels like we like to. Clear your chart, start over if you have to, you know, start fresh, clean your chart off and get the levels going again, review the price action, review the entry types, try to visualize them as much as possible. I don't say that word enough, but visualizing has to be the most important aspect in trading, one of the most, because it's not just about like, all right, well, let me get these preemptive moves in my head that haven't happened yet, but let me just kind of visualize what might happen in the future. It's not even about that. It's about visualizing past entries that you have enjoyed and not enjoyed, and then trying to limit yourself to the ones that you have enjoyed. I'm trying to short this, of course, as much as I can, but hey B, can you revisit the analogy that we trade in the future sense of things? We wanted to explain more in depth to a colleague. Trade in the future. Like you're talking like the stock market, how it trades in the future. We're not trading. Like, yes, it is May 8th, 2024, but no, the stock market right here in front of my eyes is not trading for May 8th, 2024. We're trading 6 months to 9 months ahead of time right now. Maybe even a year for all I know. But yeah, no, we are pricing in the future. This isn't to price in for the month of May. That's for sure. The stock market is a forward-looking indicator. I think that's probably my main reason why I hate so much on indicators in general, though, is because indicators on a forward-looking market are kind of slow. Your intraday VWAPs, that's different, of course. If you're going to take offense to that, you're not listening. Intraday VWAP is different. Any of your intraday indicators, those are probably fine. Thank you. We were debating this, wanted to hear it from the boss itself. Yeah, I mean, it differs though, Alexis. You know, not every day are we trading 6 months ahead of time. Like some days on the market, we might be trading very close. We might only be 3 months ahead of time, where we're not pricing it. Like, and that was the case right after COVID hit. We were thinking about 2 months ahead of time because we were thinking 1 month ahead of time because we really didn't know what was going to happen next. But the more we started to understand what's going on with COVID and all that, I'm just using COVID as an example. I'm not trying to bring up any PTSD for anybody in here. But through that, though, you're able to see like, oh, okay, well, we don't have enough information on the market. Nobody did. So, of course, we're not going to be thinking that far ahead. We're going to be thinking very short term. Oh, what is next month's info going to tell us? How's inflation? How is this? How is that? How are the COVID numbers? You know, how are job numbers? But we're kind of we're not past that point, but we're past the scariest part of that point where we don't know anything and we're thinking short term. Now we're at a part of the market where, yeah, it probably is trading for a little bit more than just a month ahead of time. And that's not really that important. You really shouldn't think about it like that, really. It's just a fact. You should know that the market is forward looking. It's not trading for May 8th. It's trading for whatever, a few months from now. I don't know the exact numbers right off my head, but yeah, we're definitely not trading for today, though. Here's Tobias, the more educated individual. He said, in general, the higher rates, the lower the foresight. The lower rates, the more we look ahead. There you go, for the man himself. Can't argue with Tobias. He literally went to school for this. But he's a Europe trader, bro. He's different. How is that Europe inflation? Heard it's pretty hot. I'm just messing with Tobias, of course. Your inflation's never going to be as bad as Turkey, whatever country you're in right now. I never really know what country Tobias is in because he travels and he's always in a different part of the world every other day. Like one day he'll be like, "Oh, I'm just having summer vacation in Austria." Next day he's like, all right, I'm back to work. I'm in Copenhagen. He said the Euro poors don't have an economy, just history. Looks like they are trying to give up. We rejected the previous day close, by the way, on the 5-minute here on SPY. And for the third candle since popping above it, or I guess you could say fourth, we're actually trying to break under that emerging candle from March 12th. Like I said, that's just kind of like a tempo pickup if they do break under that. But you are really going to want to see if we break previous day low or not, which is at 516.45. So this is just an in-between level. But like I said earlier, you're really focused on these higher lows more than anything right now. Like, honestly, you could probably delete this whole chart right now. Here, let's just do this for fun. You could probably delete the whole chart right now and just focus on, if you go from the low to the top of the red candle and then edit properties and extend it over, you could do this over and over. And these could just be the only areas you watch today. That's how important they are. And then, of course, maybe mark your high of day. And your low or open. But you could just watch these areas and maybe go to the one. I like to draw them on bigger time frames and then use this time frame, and then you could just kind of watch what's happening in these areas. You can see too where structure broke. Here's like our high of day. They made a lower high, broke this low. I'm just gonna draw like a rectangle because I'm probably gonna delete it. But they made a low right here, broke it, got back above it. Now this would be validated if they could make a new high of day or hold this low, but they don't do either of those things. Of course, they make a lower high just by a hair, and they broke under by a hair, making a new low, rejecting again, pushing away from it. So just kind of interesting to see that these two lows could be used in the future. If we do see this hold support and then work back up, they could use these again. But just kind of cool to review real quick. Of course, if you want to do that, you can. You don't have to. I'm going to go sit on this chart because it has everything. But just showing you that you can dumb things down if you ever feel like you're being claustrophobic. If you ever feel like you're claustrophobic because there's too many levels or zones, just remember, just go and review just the important parts of it then. If we're looking at it for day trades, it should be very important to you to watch the intraday price action, the recent price action. You did short it? Nice. A lot of really good posts in the trade floor right now. Seeing posts by Tobias Duffy and a couple other people in there. Oh, my bad, David. He posted one in here as well. Check our sectors again. We can see after that pretty decent pullback, XLK is still trying to work to build any kind of higher low really above this high right here. I got a nice start to a candlestick right there, but they got a really nice hammer forming right now. If that was to hold like that, it's a very good sign short term for bulls as long as they hold that hammer as low. Let's check healthcare. You can see they are still kind of just sitting around their lows. They have yet to really push under that 142. That was really going to be what put the nail in the coffin for more bears to step in, but not seeing it now. Banks still working themselves back up. We saw Berkshire and a couple others working up. Discretionary, Amazon, Tesla, Nike, McDonald's, Home Depot. Those are all working up pretty well. And then our Meta, Netflix, Google sector, they are still kind of chilling around their highs. Yes, they pulled back a little bit, but not really losing much. But they have been making lower highs since hitting that high, just above previous day. They are back under previous day high again. I feel like I just said high like 100 times just now. Still no retake over previous day close, even with that hammer sitting there, but also no loss of support, so we're just kind of seeing this from a neutral standpoint right now. I can definitely see reason for either side right now, though, bull or bear. Got lower highs from the high of day. We went back under previous day close, but we're technically back above previous day low, so we're just kind of in a weird area where anybody can really create a support or a resistance. see what else is getting posted. Pump it. Tesla is back working back into that golden pocket area from the daily. UNH. E. Yeah, some of our healthcare stocks are just kind of meh. Looks like energy's all right today. J&J is doing all right. JPM is doing all right. PayPal's not really a big weight. We just have it there. Netflix in the 600s is pretty wild. AMD is at a very key area right now. Ulta looks like it wants more downside. When will this thing come back to life? Are we gonna wait for the 370s? That'll be a fun one to play. We need to not forget Ulta. Damn, the dollar actually looks really good for a bearish retest, not even gonna lie. Look, we even have our drawing here still. Just need to see some pullbacks now. Good retake would be good for more bears in the equity market, short term. AVGO holding over 1320 would be huge on the daily time frame. Intel, oof. No signs of bulls in that chart at all. Was able to grab a Tesla 26% call off that hammer candle at 174 that formed at 820 on the 5-3 minute. Damn, Chuck. Hammer candle at support. Look at him. And 26%, man, that is no small feat. Do not let anybody tell you 26% is small. It's about a quarter of what you invested to even get in the trade. That's amazing. Good job, Chuck. Round of applause for Chuck. Some green candlesticks in the chat. Here, I'll spam some. In the YouTube chat. Do not spam Discord. There we go. Gotta rep the green candlesticks for you. Good job, man. I know how much you've been kind of cracking at this day in, day out, week in, week out. You and Carter and just, there's so many other people. I can't really name names because it's not fair. But there's so many people in here that are just, you could tell they're working their ass off. Like, regardless of seeing results or not, like, you could just tell this person cares. So when they do get results, it's really, it's kind of a win for everybody because we just know that what's been going on because we've been following their journey so much. I feel like we're a part of it. But it's all you, man. Good stuff, Chuck. Locked into right shoulder, head and shoulder formation on the 5-minute spy. Not that perfect. Sandollar with the $4 donation and the Russian coffee. I appreciate you. Thank you, Sandollar. I had to slow way down, and I'm just looking for inside bar and Hamrat support setups. Good stuff, Chuck. Kind of just what we talked about, really. Just, again, finding what you're comfortable with, where do you have good results, and then kind of limiting yourself to that information, limiting yourself to your scenarios in which you do best in. That's good. It's hard to do that, of course, but great job, Chuck. Again, it takes time, experience, going through reps. It's not easy. Great job, Chuck. Ooh, Sandollar gifted a membership on YouTube, and it actually went to someone who's definitely going to use it, because Elisa is here pretty much every day. Great job. We know Elisa's going to use it. Are the Bulls finally back? They haven't really left. They just kind of went away for a minute. They had to take a break, get a water. But we still have no break of that emerging candle at 516.78. If a support is held here, remember, the main focus again has been just watching these higher lows. Is that going to hold? So if not, we should get a breakdown under this and get a backup breakdown under 516.45. But if we end up holding this, and this is going to be a higher low holding this, then we're going to most likely get a push over 517.20. Now, of course, they keep us in between here. That's going to annoy everybody here, but... It's anybody's game from right here, but very clear picture of who has control where, which is always our favorite. It's just nice to be aware.
Yo, are you serious? I get back and we're still sitting in here? We're still sitting in that range? Very, very, very indecisive 5-minute candle on that previous candle too. Whenever you have a small body and long wicks on each side, very indecisive. We're pausing. Sure feels like it. I came back, I'm not gonna lie, I thought my screen wasn't moving. It literally did not look like it was doing anything. Honestly, this might be a day to look at individual equities themselves. Like, go find a ticker that you like that's moving. Healthcare is starting to move a little bit more. They're moving down now. You have banks at resistance. You have discretionary rejecting high of day and pulling back a little bit. You have comms at today's high. It's like the only thing holding us up is tech right now. Healthcare breaks 141.90s, and that's not good. It really feels like we could go either direction from here very soon, but I don't want to just keep sitting here and telling y'all that. I know y'all know that. I will say this, though. It looks pretty bearish under previous day close. You just have that hint of, oh, this is a bull flag or bull continuation, because we're still above good higher lows. Still above today's open. It just feels awkward for an intraday trader right now. IWM not looking too bad with lower highs. They just haven't broken that support. So they're kind of looking for the same thing. Are they going to break that higher low or not? See you later, For Profit. Thank you for being here. I really want to see a test of that previous day low now that we've taken so long and hesitated so much from both sides, really. I would say both sides have hesitated to make a move now. There was a retest that easily could have been dropped down under a support after rejecting previous day close by bears. We did not break it. We're sitting here over multiple holds of support with no bounce after, so bulls are also hesitating. So you could see hesitation from both sides of the spectrum right now, which makes me want to see previous day low get tested. That is just that next level under. I know it's not that far, but I mean, if we're gonna hold this one awkwardly, I think I'd like to see how the one underneath gets held, the higher low, which is again the top of that would be at 516.45. It's a bull flag. Now this is what a lot of people are going to say is a bull flag because it does represent one. But just remember that a bull flag is just a calculated measured move. So you basically just need to see a move up that's very nice, just like this. And then from that move you need to see the halfway point hold. Now you could use both the halfway and golden pocket. But see, I don't really like that because that's just that's me showing up to the chart and drawing it that way, but that's not how you would draw that fib. You would be like, oh, how'd this one do? Oh, single candle retest held, nice. Let's go from this high to the next high. Oh, they failed. Oh, they re-got it, so this is like a midterm retest. Nice, they got that one. Let's go from this high to this high. Oh, full term retest. What's this one? Oh, no retest at all. Actually a bearish retest stepping in here and showing you that, okay, maybe we just saw high of day or we've seen a slowdown. But either way, because it's just a little, it's all about relative. Like you're showing up and you're like, oh, I'm gonna draw it like this. Like, why would you draw it like that? You only drew it like that because you just now showed up to the chart. But you'll probably will see a lot of people mention a bull flag here, just because it is technically holding a measured area here, a more bullish area. Tobias, I just saw what you said in trade before. You will see that mentioned though. If you're someone who looks around social media, you will see it mentioned today. Gonna vote to the downside. I mean, it can go either way. That's the cool thing about measured moves. They're you should be non-biased when looking at them. They can break down, they can break up, but you can at least trust the calculated moves. Bulls are looking a little bit more attractive here as they're holding the 516.78, but we've seen this multiple times now. I gotta say, the more they show here, the more it looks better. The 10-year auction. Oh yeah, I guess the 10-year auction could give some movement. Oh, Dieter just saying ew because of the word hope. Hey, Elisa, you saw it. Nice. Yeah, I was saying I'm glad you got it because I know you're going to use it. And for anybody who doesn't know how to use their YouTube membership, it's going to be a little awkward showing this on the screen because Discord people won't be able to see what I'm showing. But on the YouTube channel, if you go to it, and then you click on membership right here at the far right, you can actually go through a bunch of stuff. I actually posted something midweek. I don't normally do that, but you can go check that out. But weekly levels, videos, all kinds of stuff. Kind of been slowing down, letting people catch up a little bit because there's a lot in there. But definitely a lot of fun. Try to keep it as organized and focused. I really try not to stray away from material that we actually talk about in here. I try not to talk about things that I really don't like to trade by or I don't that doesn't involve my system. If it isn't part of it, then I really shouldn't be looking at it, kind of thing. I'm not in a trade, just don't want to fall asleep. That's funny. I hope you have a good trade. Very kind, I will definitely use. Oh, we know you will. $10 pretty cool, though. I don't know how he does it, but every time he gives a membership, it actually goes to somebody that uses it. Where I feel like every time I've done it, I've given it to people on our YouTube channel that I feel like I've never even seen type or or even talk or anything. Which is cool. I don't mind people lurking. I just don't know how he keeps optimizing his giveaways when there is no optimization. It's just RNG. He just throws it out there and it goes to whoever. What's up today, though, $10? What's on the lunch menu? I'm kind of interested in what you're getting for lunch today. You always have something pretty crazy. And by crazy, I mean fancy. What kind of fancy lunch we having today? IWM did break down under that 203.47. Sorry, I kind of looked away. And they seem to be trying to reject that level as well, which can lead to more downside. Looks like they're kind of stuck under that next higher low right here. I say higher low when I say that, guys. I'm saying it from today's open. That's most of the time where I get my context from. Mel said fish and chips sounds yummy. $7 to gyros today at the farmers market street fair. Oh, okay. Nothing too fancy today. You're trying to go light on us. I feel that. Can't flex on us every day. You know, I get that. I appreciate that, really. Nice, though. Sounds good, man. Gyros are pretty good. Just like Euros? Damn, I'm stupid. Is that really how that's pronounced? I'm stupid if I've been saying it like that the whole time. I feel like I hear people say that down here. Maybe everyone down here says it wrong. Damn, I'm stupid. Euros. Me waiting for Sandollar to correct me. Didn't correct me at all. Was totally gonna let me keep saying it that way. Quesadilla? Yeah. Damn, that actually sounds really good. But that's just me. I'm kind of biased because I'm from the South. See, people in Texas, they'll eat quesadillas with anything in it. You just say quesadillas and I'm down. Homemade chicken pot pie. It was delicious and the ladies loved it. Oh, that's right. You were with your wife and daughter. That's right. Y'all were all having a bunch of fun. I was watching some of the videos you sent and some of the pictures and stuff. It looked really nice. It looked like everybody's having a really fun time. We're all missing out. Do you guys want to chart? Oh, that's not your wife. My bad. I don't know why I thought one of the captions said your wife and daughter. Either way, it looked like everybody's having fun. Sorry. Do you guys want to chart all-time highs? Or have a chart set for all-time highs? If it even happens. I know a lot of you guys have questions about how to chart, how to look at things whenever we're looking at all-time highs. Now, we do have a video on this that gives you a good template, but we can kind of update a little bit of the levels from there. Where even is that video? Let me find it real quick. So if anybody wants, they can have some context. Oh, it's only from 2 months ago. That's actually not that long. And this actually might be the same levels. If anybody wants it, here is the wanna chart all-time high levels video. Oh, okay. Those were nurses from Norway. Damn, okay. Mel says he wants to go to Maine for some badass lobster. Probably got some nice fresh lobster there. Alright, well, first off, you want to start off with the daily time frame. Now this is for day trading levels. You could just do your levels like this. Have your emerging candles, of course. Add your halfway points if you need them. If you don't like certain areas, like right there, I really don't like that. I don't like how wide that is, so I want to add that halfway point. Do a dotted line on the all-time high. And this would be an effective way for if you're doing this for like just day trading levels. See, there's another one. But honestly, when you're doing these, it's not really effective because you're going to be, well, I mean, it's effective if you're day trading, like if you're on this time frame or on smaller time frames. But if you're going to be viewing it from this time frame, that's kind of hard to look at. It's like, what am I even looking at? So it's good to clear your levels. Add your all-time high again. Just get that out of the way first. Go to the monthly. And then this is where I want to add my important levels. So we get our old emerging candle, we get this one, we get this one, and we kind of already got the all-time high, but there's an emerging candle right there, basically at 525. We'll just remember that. Go down to the weekly, and this one's a little weird. I don't normally do this, but this is like drawing a fib upside down. Well, whoops, I already did it wrong. Drawing it upside down. So I just want to know what this retest is, but I want to use my fib extensions, which are going to be the levels that go above the all-time high, for future levels. So we're going to look at psychological levels, but we're also going to be looking at calculated levels. So we got 540 basically, 555. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And then we can delete that. Well, you can add a fib here if you want. You don't have to. Delete that. Go to the daily now, and now you have everything you need for bigger time frame trading. And then if you want as well, I don't say this enough, but you need to add your psychological levels, and if you want to make these dotted lines as well, you can. But it's just so you know that there is a level there. It's not just, well, once we're above this, aim for 540. Like, no, this is a high probability calculated target, but there are other levels here. We got 530, 535, then you got 540, 550, 555. But it's good to have at least calculated levels ahead. Therefore, if we do end up breaking new all-time highs and just having a crazy rally, then we are most likely going to that 540 level as a first initial target. But that doesn't mean we're going to go straight there. We could have a rally, a higher low, a little bit of basing, then they rally to 540. They don't have to go straight there. But it's just cool to have that marked off. Also, you can just kind of use this to go back and forth. So now you have levels for all-time high, and then you have your, whoops, my bad. You have this chart. So you can just go from this one and just kind of focus on day trading. Just go, okay, well, I'm bullish above this, I'm bearish below this, and then you have your idea for short-term stuff. But then also you can flip back to that chart and then go to the daily, and you can just kind of remind yourself, all right, what should I expect today? You know, we've gotten a higher open, we're above this. I should be looking for more bullish days to happen as long as we're above this, you know, so on. And just basic stuff like that, just to kind of keep yourself in a lane, per se. But yeah, charting all-time highs, pretty simple, actually. I feel like it's a little bit feared by people, because at first when you're looking at it, you don't really understand what you're looking for. But then once you look at it once, you're like, okay, now you understand. It's not really impossible. But yeah, charting all-time high is pretty fun. It's not that hard. But I actually kind of like this one a little bit more because it has a lot more information on it. And this is just kind of using that same method, but also mixing in levels from the daily. Just kind of looking at recent price action, the recent fib. Still got all the same information we had from the other chart, just a little bit more visual, I guess. But we can see we're bullish above this, we're bullish above this. We saw that on the other chart. When you switch to that one, you can see we were kind of bullish above this area. And then go back to this. And then now that we're up here, we have more information. Whereas the other chart, it's very minimal, if that makes sense. Whereas this has literally everything. But back to the 5 minute, you can see we're still stuck inside of this range. Glad you guys are excited.
I think I'm just excited FedEx finally hit my target. It just took forever. Aloha from the Emerald Coast. Damn. That beach actually looks amazing. How's the temperature there today? Wait, Emerald Coast. Why does that sound familiar? Is this Florida or Texas? Outside of okay. That sand looked crazy. I was just staring at it. Oh, of course I leave the SPY chart, it starts cracking down a little bit. 82 degrees, that is amazing. Well, I hope you have an amazing day, because you definitely have it all set for you. That's very nice. Nice job, Mel. Yeah, nice break of that 516.78 March 12th emerging candle, but we are still trying to fight previous day low, and more importantly, really kind of fighting that higher low of today, really the first real one. To this just a single candle retest, like a 3-bar play, whereas this is an actual retest. So kind of looking to see where does the meat of this go. So it looks like 516 could be another trigger level to the downside if it ends up breaking that as well.
Damn, it's almost noon. Since when? Time is flying. I don't know where it's going, but it's flying. You'll be in Texas tomorrow. Damn, cool. And NOLA. That sounds fun. Nice little road trip everywhere. Hope you enjoy your trip, JC. A lot of wicking around that previous day low. IWM made a nice move away from the lower highs we talked about. See much else going on trades that I was liking. We wicked off the 50% of the overnight gap fib. Really good eye garden trader. Cent. Damn, good eye. Very good eye. Trimmed at 42%. Exited as the short-term golden pocket and previous day low were broken at 14%. Could have kept my stop loss at the blue TA level because it's where the actual falls. Second con. Oh.
Right now, we're just looking to see if the recent higher low kind of mixed in with that previous day low ends up cracking below for more bears to step in, getting a little bit of wicking action. Not really an inside bar here in the 5-minute. Buyers, they want to see a hold of this and a potential break back above that, as well as 517.20. We really didn't see any good bullish retest above the previous day close, which would be the ultimate bullish trigger for them to retest the 518, 519 range. So we'll see what happens from there. Is that really? Breaking the bearish called the pocket.
Oh, Misi's back. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, there's just not much to update. I keep clicking through the sectors to see if they're getting movement, but then we end up, like healthcare for example, like they broke the important area, but then they retook it, 10 minutes later. Banks are reacting to supply, discretionaries, trying to hold this as a support. They're kind of doing the same thing as healthcare right now. Comms have finally seen a decent pullback, which I think was the reason we saw such an aggressive pullback finally, is because this was one of our stronger sectors today, and they pulled back pretty aggressively pretty recently. And then tech, they held 204 really well, so I mean, we really can't flip bearish on this technically, but they do have lower highs from their high of day. They are still holding above previous day close, so I mean, they're kind of just stuck in between a couple areas right now, which I think everybody's kind of picking up that vibe just looking through the different equities. I'd say from here, the game plan is you're still just probably watching over this for any kind of bullish retake. That would have been pretty nice, but it failed. A loss of this area really isn't the end of the world. You really are kind of focused on not just the previous day low, but really kind of the meat of this higher low right now. So you're kind of watching both. Like I said, if you want to just make it simple for yourself, you could just go to, oh, hold up, oh, wrong one. Could just go to this chart and watch it on like the 1 minute or the 2 or the 3 minute and just kind of focus on just the zones, and it'll be a little bit more, I don't know, simplified to watch. It'll still be a little bit boring because you'll be focused on, again, ranges, but it's a little bit more fun than watching like 100 levels or just kind of watching it sit between 2 levels. So if you just want to change up how you're looking at it, that's cool. Sometimes it's just a little bit exciting to refresh how you're looking at something. But I really wouldn't press the issue on this, guys, until you see some more info. There definitely can be some amazing trades from this area, though, don't get me wrong. But don't get caught trying to get stuck in between 516.50, 517.20. We can definitely tell today it's just been a range between those 2 levels for the most part. But a really good sign of life by the buyers today, because again, we opened pretty far down. I mean, not that far down, is about $2 down, but that's still pretty massive. And for us to take that over the course of what, an hour and a half, it's pretty wild. So all we've really seen is a slowdown of that hour and a half. So first 90 minutes of the day, I mean, it was just pretty much rally. So we're just seeing a retest of that. But guys, thank you again. I think I'm going to end the stream here. I'll be sure to drop the new levels and game plans tonight and in the morning before tomorrow's stream. I think tomorrow we'll try to stream a little bit longer. And then on Friday, hopefully we can try to do like a full day stream or something. But we'll see. I'll see you guys later on though. Thank you guys for being here. Love you all. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And yeah, don't overtrade.